Imagine if our media did what President Macron from France's President Macron did with Donald Trump, and he did it very civilly and in a good manner. And that is what you got to do with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a liar. And the thing about it is, you wonder if the guy is completely desensitized from people actually knowing that he's a liar. And I think that has a lot to do because of the gullible base that he has that wants to believe everything that he says, that would go out there and fight for him. I don't understand. I swear, I really don't understand why that folks make themselves gullible. And, even some pretty smart folks make themselves gullible for this guy. I don't know if it's a hate that they have for the other side and that they grab on to anything that they can. But what Macron did here was the way one must handle Trump. And some of his gullible audience would actually read it and would actually see it. Check this out and we'll take it on the other side.
France support the U.S. being compensated?
I support the idea to have Ukraine first being compensated because they are the one to lose a lot of their fellow citizens and being destroyed by these attacks. Second, all of those who paid for could be compensated, but not by Ukraine, by Russia, because they were the one to aggress.
Again, just so you understand, Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. They get their money back.
No, in fact, to be frank, we paid 60% of the total efforts, and it was through, like the US, loans, guarantee, grants, and we provided real money. To be clear, we have 230 billion frozen assets in Europe, Russian assets, but this is not as a collateral of a loan because this is not our belonging. So they are frozen. If at the end of the day, in the negotiation we will have with Russia, they're ready to give it to us, super. It will be loaned at the end of the day, and Russia would have paid for that.
If you believe that, it's okay with me.
Mr. President,
but they get their money back, we don't, and now we do. But that's only fair.
So yeah, Donald Trump has been lying about the United States spending more money for Ukraine than the European Union. He's been talking about everybody else doing the loans. No, it is only Donald Trump and his minions who are trying to use colonial tactics to take Ukraine's resources away. And, you may say, well, look, America has given them a whole lot of military equipment and bombs and all these things, and they need to pay for it. Well, we have to remember that all that money that goes from the Congress goes right into the pockets of the billionaires who are building the bombs, who are building all these things. So it's just a work program that the United States have here for giving these bombs and killing people over there in Ukraine. It's a money-making venture. So going ahead and saying, okay, we'll give you these bombs, we'll continue giving you these bombs for your raw materials, your rare earths, that really doesn't matter to the United States, quote unquote, because the welfare that the defense industrial complex is getting, they want to keep that line on. Yeah, they'd like to get the rare earths, but as far as the United States stopping production, not a chance. Now, Donald Trump and likely Russia has some sort of a side deal, I assume. But I think Congress, when they go back to the defense industrial complex, they're going to say, we are not solely for Trump here. We have to support the oligarchs that are also paying us. And that means Raytheon, Lockheed, and all the other guys that make these defense things. But the most important thing here is to watch how Macron put on his big boy pants and went ahead straight up and told Donald Trump by his actions, man, you are a liar.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.